So welcome to our 12 days of Christmas hacks to help you feel better throughout the festive season. And this is the fireplace hip melt. So there's just some really nice stretches that you can do just to help keep your back nice and comfortable, your hips nice and comfortable. Because Christmas is a time where we're really busy. We do a lot more driving, we do a lot more sitting around, but we also have all the added stress of keeping on top of all the festive fun that we're doing. So we're just going to start off by sitting up nice and tall. So you can sit with your legs out in front of you, you can sit in a chair and do this, you can do it on your bed, whatever works best for you. And you're just going to start with a little bit of a twist from side to side, just asking that lower back just to open up a little bit, and it should feel really nice and comfortable. You shouldn't be thinking, oh, I don't like that. If you generally have a little bit of back discomfort and you find one side's a little bit more uncomfortable than the other side, just be mindful of it. Maybe don't go quite so far. Slow it down, because you might find that just by working through these twists, that actually you can get a little bit further. And then you're going to lie down. You're going to have a little pillow underneath your head. And I'm just going to remove my little grumpy Grinch cat. You should want to move from the fire. Okay, so we can continue that knee rolling from side to side, nice and comfortable. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can just let your arms just drape overhead, and then you get a stretch that comes from shoulders down towards the hips. But it's got to feel really nice and comfy. Don't try and find your end of range, just enjoy your body opening and feeling easy. And then we're just going to slide one knee up towards the chest, and we're going to slide the other leg away. You can just give your ankles a little bit of a rotation if you wish. And that's just going to open out the front of this thigh. And so we're going to take 2 nice breaths in and out here. Just giving it a little bit of time to let go, and also that breath also massages through the guts and the pelvis, so it helps that hip flexor just let go. A little bit more. And then place this leg down, slide this leg up towards your chest. You can have it here if that's more comfortable for you. Just work with what hip range of movement you have. And again, we can rotate the ankles, and we take 2 breaths. Nice big belly breaths. One more. So place this foot down, and we bring this one back in. We'll do some nice hamstring stretches now. So one foot's pressed firmly into the floor, and you're just going to bring this knee to the vertical and very slowly work towards straightening that leg. Now you might find that you get to there and you think, yeah, I'm tight enough here, and that's fine. You can just hold on to that. Or you can go a little bit deeper if it's comfortable, if you're used to stretching your hamstrings. And if they feel a little bit tight, you can bend and stretch a couple of times just to loosen them off, and then we hold them, and we're going to do for 2 breaths. Again, obviously, if you can hold them for a little bit longer, this just gives you some ideas, doesn't it? Relaxing those shoulders, softening the jaw. Another breath in. And let it go. And then swap over. So this foot presses firmly into the floor to give you stability. Bringing this knee towards your chest. So this is going to be in the vertical, and then we can just bend and straighten a couple of times. And you might find that one side's a little bit tighter than the other. That's quite normal, don't be alarmed. And then just breathe. And we don't want to be thinking about a really tight stretch. We don't want a cheese wire stretch. We just want a nice sort of 70 out of 100, 7 out of 10 stretch. You think, yeah, I can feel that opening. But it's nice. And just breathe. So you've probably done a couple of breaths by now. We'll do one more just to be sure. And let it go. And then we're going to do the beginning of a figure 4 stretch. And this is going to be really nice for your glutes, just to stretch them out. If you haven't done any glute stretching before, this might be as far as you want to go. You can press that knee out. But if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can hook in behind the back of the other thigh, and then just pull that knee in towards your chest. And then if you want, you can rock from side to side. If it's feeling a little bit tight, sometimes this is really nice just to loosen it off. But again, keep it really comfy. You just want to stretch at your level. One more big breath in and out. And release. and let go. We swap over. So we pop the ankle up onto the top of the thigh, not the foot. We want the ankle on so we don't irritate the foot or the ankle. And then we can push the knee away, and if that's as far as is comfortable for you to go, just stay there. Otherwise you can go a little bit deeper. And I like to use the breath because it slows you down, it gives you time, it also puts your body into a little bit more rest and relaxation, which is what we want for these muscles, just to have time to let go and just to feel a little bit better. And you can also just sway from side to side. Well done. And then just pop those feet down, so we can just open the knees and close the knees. And that's a really nice massage for those little hips. And it's really also just gets a little bit of movement in your lower back. One more. And then last but not least, we're just going to do a little bit of pelvic rocking. So if you imagine you've got the arch of your lower back and you're just going to try and flatten that. If you had a tail, your tail will be tucking under. And if you had a tail, your tail will be sticking out, and you're creating that arch again. So we flatten the arch and tap the tail, and then we stick the tail out and create the arch. So just a couple of those, and that's beautiful for your back. It will just release quite a lot of tightness and stiffness in there. Well done. And then just roll over onto your side and come up into sitting. That's us. We're done. Hips are open. Back is open too.